Hello and welcome back to the channel. So what we're going to be doing on today's video is having a look at the problems and the positives of the open wheel series in GTA. I'm hoping to extend this series to all the other different races in GTA, so sit down, relax and take it all in. Let's get started. So, as you can tell from that trailer, we were promised realistic F1 engine sounds, a lot of drama, a lot of crashes, and it looks very, very exciting. But that is kind of close to what we got to, but also really not as close as it should have been. So first, we're going to have a look at what cars were added to the series straight away, and just go over which ones are the best ones to use and why there's a lot of misinformation out there online for players. So the fastest of the old generation was the PR4. This is still a car used by some players because it's got very good handling. You've got the Indy car, which is the DR1. A lot of people use this for IndyCar roleplay, which I believe is really awesome. And then you've got the old school R88, which is an old school F1 car, very fun to drive, but isn't the fastest. A few months later, they then added the BR8, which is the fastest open wheel car, due to the top force it has, but also the spoiler settings you can adjust for each track. It's got the highest top speed, although it may be a bit more difficult to handle than some of the open wheelers. This is by far the fastest car in the game. And there's a lot of misinformation out there, people saying the PR4 is faster because they drive faster with it, whereas in fact this is the meta car to use for the open wheel racing. And this is where the misinformation comes from. Rockstar don't actually put out the downforce values, the acceleration top speed of each of these cars. Us players have had to dive deep into the information just to try find out all this stuff for you guys. This big problem I wanted to dive into is the actual contact racing in GTA. Now, due to its physics and the way that these cars are built, if you get alongside someone and you have a little bit of contact, you can actually pull each other into the wall, losing your front and rear wing, which means you're going to lose a lot of time in a race. And although, yes, okay, yeah, try avoid it, it's almost impossible with how the lag works in the game and all these different issues. Also, with all the misinformation online as well, there's a lot of people who aren't going to know the fastest setups, the fastest way to get around, so this means you're going to come up against back markers. And the problem with back markers is that there's no blue flags, you can't ghost, and that is something I'd really like to see added, is if you're coming up behind a lapped car, no matter where you are, that car will ghost and you will have no issue with it. As a lot of drivers may not have not a lot of knowledge or skill in how to avoid these kind of situations, so that is something I'd like to see added as a future update. Just from an example of this clip here, the slipstream in this game can be very misleading in how powerful it actually is. So no matter when you try to slow down, it affects the car in front and behind, hence why us two drivers crashed in this moment. This is something I'd like them to see to work out and fine-tune, because I know that they can do it. So this is an example of the woodline and the boost in the game. So when you have low grip, your car actually has a much higher top speed, which also affects the tyre physics. So when you have more tyre wear, your car's actually going to be going at a much higher top speed. And also another trick is a trick called soft braking, which I've made a video on before in my tutorial series. So if you want to know more about that, go and watch that. I'll put a link up now. And yeah, so if people don't know these tricks, they're going to assume everyone's hacking and stuff, and it's just not good for the community. So the next thing I'd like to go over is pit stops. So pit stops are a little bit strange in this game. It's not like you go in, your car has to slow all the way through, you stop and you carry on. There's loads of little different shortcuts and glitches, which yes, if you know them, is very beneficial and you can gain a lot of time. But Rockstar don't tell you about any of this, and there's a lot of misinformation online, and yeah, all the pit stops are different in every single track on the Rockstar game. There's a lot of misinformation towards it, but once again, I've made a video on this. If you're going to go look on my channel to see how I can go faster, but this is definitely something they need to fix. So, now we've got over the negative side of things, let's go on to the positives. This is probably the most fun I've had in GTA racing. You know, you've got the different setups, you've got different tyres to use, you've got different liveries which you can make look like current F1 teams, which I think is awesome in GTA's own way. You know, and there is a really strong, good community behind it as well. A lot of people have a lot of love for it. It's taught a lot of people about racing in real life, which I really respect. And I just can't wait to see more people picking this up and trying it out and giving it a go. There's a lot of misinformation out there, which I hope I've managed to clear up in this video. And what I'd like to kind of end on now is showing some of the content creators that are out there that are doing really good work for this series. You know, as far as mods are concerned as well, and just loads of different information from other people. And I'll go over those now and share those links. So there is a PC community called Formula V, which hold F1 style races with rules. They even have safety cars. This is all done through mods on PC. They get a lot of views coming to the open wheel series in GTA, and have got a lot more people playing it as well, which I really respect, and the edits that they do are just absolutely awesome. I'll be putting a link to them in the description and the comments, so you can go find them there. So this guy called Acid does really top-end information on open wheels if you want to find those extra few tenths and seconds, and just loads of really, really good information on how to go faster in the open wheel series. So definitely go give him a watch, go give him some love, and yeah, let's go on to the next. So now I'm going to have a quick mention about crews and stuff. So the first crew that I started with was F1WR. They're the guys who taught me everything that I know about the series and was able to make all these tutorial videos and stuff for you guys. And then I also started my own crew, which is called FFRC. It's currently not run by me anymore. It's run by a guy called YoX. This is just because I needed to take some time away from it and focus on making videos and such for you guys. And there's also some people who do tournaments called PARC. They do a lot of top quality videos and stuff. And once again, all these links will be in the comments. So yeah, just to finish off this video, thank you all for the love and support over the past year and a half on my videos. And I hope that I was able to bring a bit more information to light with this video that I've just made today. So please make sure to like and subscribe, share to your friends, and let's keep this community going. Ciao, ciao.